It's probably one of the more wild stories you'll hear in a long time. I didn't believe this at first, but it comes out this is true. Yeah, 28-year-old man thrown onto house roof in Saginaw listed in critical condition. The first video I saw on this. This is insane.
The house. What the?
So look, he's on top of the house. I think he just crashed into a random house. I think that's what people were saying. So he crashed into a random house. You can see him on top of the roof. And look at his car. It's about like the next video I'll show in a second. You get to see how out it's gotten to straight flames and the fire people had to come.
Dog, motherfucker
madness.
don't believe this shit. What the damn?
Now, a little background from the story. A man who landed on the roof of a house in Saginaw after a weekend crash was listed in critical condition on Monday morning. The Saginaw Police Department says a 28-year-old driver from Bridgeport Township crashed a pickup truck into a resident at the intersection of Hess Road and Beechwood Avenue around 4:15 p.m. Saturday. So he was drunk as hell. You gotta be an alcoholic if you drinking at 4 p.m. I'm sorry, bro. Unless you're going to like some brunch kickback, you wildin', my boy. It says a video posted on social media over the weekend shows the man lying motionless on the roof before waking up. The Saginaw Fire Department placed ladders against the residents to carry him back down to the ground. An ambulance rushed a 28-year-old to an area hospital where he was listed critical but stable condition Monday morning. 3 people inside the house did not report any injuries from the crash. This is the second video that was going viral. This is crazier than the first video. So I think this is after he woke up. I just want to know how he landed on the roof. That's what I want to know. This is crazy. Like, look at him right here. He was drunk, knocked out. Like, look at his car, bro. Like, yo, do y'all see this? It's like GTA. Like, this is crazy.
Right?
Like, he had to be drunk.
Bro, how the fuck he flop on that roof, though?
Exactly. That's what I want to know. The sad part about it, those people in the house probably homeless for a little bit. And if he was intoxicated, does he face charges for it? There's a lot of different things to deal with in that type of situation. One thing I always wanted to know, how long does it take for a car to fully explode? Y'all saw how the car was on fire? Anytime a car is on fire like that, I'm just assuming like the next second it's gonna explode. I've been deceived my whole life. Cars don't really explode, especially not the way they do in the movies. However, car catching on fire is a serious possibility. Comprehensive coverage will pay to repair or replace your car if it catches on fire. Y'all know what's really wild about this too? Somebody tweeted something about, I don't know if you guys went through this in elementary school, it's whoever watching the video, but you guys remember that D.A.R.E program? Yeah, drug abuse resistance education. Be in elementary school and we have to sing that song. Adults as a collective, I think we all come to agreement, including the people who probably hosted this drug program for elementary schools. It was a good message behind it. Most adults failed. Now, me personally, I don't smoke at all. I'll drink special occasion, but not too much. Only like really special occasion. I could list on my hands the amount of times I drank in my life. Smoking, I just don't do it. It's just not me. I don't fault anybody who does. For some people, they just, that's what they do. And there's nothing wrong with that. Me personally, I've tried it before. I just didn't like it. I ain't tried again. So that's me personally. As far as like drinking, I don't know what situation he's going through in his personal life. I saw like some of the comments people said like they don't feel bad for him. Rightfully so. Like, you just destroyed somebody's family home because of your own selfish decisions. What's he going through that led him to do something like that? I think that's one question to ask. I just wonder what they do in that situation. They offer help. Does he go to jail? But like, what are they gonna do? What type of punishments he gonna get, or what's gonna happen there? That's another thing I saw. Like, look at these statistics from this year from drinking and driving. That man was what, 28 years old? A majority of these crashes are coming between his age range. Young people are at most at risk for drunk driving. Data shows that drivers between the age of 21 to 24 account for 29% of all fatal alcohol impaired crashes, followed closely by 25 to 34-year-olds, 28%. However, implementation of minimum drinking age laws has been shown to save over 30,000 lives. This is the table right here. I even went on TikTok and I saw like some crazy story. I'm gonna see if I can find it so I can play it for you guys. This was wild. I'm gonna play this for you guys.
If you choose to drink and drive, here is what can happen. My name is Melissa, and this is my story. It was April the 1st of 2006. I was 22 years old and had decided to go out this night to drink with a group of friends. The night started out innocent. We had some drinks, some laughs, some fun times, played some pool, danced a little, and then it was time to go home. At 3 a.m., when the club that we had been at had closed, I got behind the wheel of my car, of course intoxicated, and attempted to make it back home. About 5 minutes into the drive home, I ended up losing control of my vehicle and crashing into the patio of a local nightclub where people had been standing out on front of the patio. I crashed into all of them, taking 2 of their lives and injuring numerous others. I myself had been declared dead at the scene of the wreck that night, where a tarp had covered my vehicle and the estimated time of death had been written on my arm. Hours later, at the scene of the wreck, a cop had come over to my car to retrieve my ID from my purse, and when he reached through the driver's side window across my body, he brushed it up against my knee, and I gasped for breath. I breathed, and he hollered out that he needed help, that I was in fact alive. I was transported to the same hospital that most of my victims had gone to that early morning. That is where I would find out that I had in fact taken 2 lives and injured so many other lives on account of one choice to drink and drive. I'm here to tell you that this too can be you if you so choose to do the same. You will be living a nightmare for the rest of your life, realizing what you have done.
I mean, I respect her for sharing the story, but how is she free, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that, like just I'm just keeping it real. Like, I respect the story, her honesty, and learned her lesson, but how's she free, you know? And then that's, you know, the guy I just showed you guys who crashed and ended up on the roof. Like, what if he would have hit that family? This is a completely different situation. So how's that judge? It's crazy, man. But bottom line is, man, please don't drink and drive. Stay away from drugs if you can. You heard, you know, from the lady who just shared her story. So it's just wild, man. It's wild how the rate is going up every year. But I know, like, a lot of people drink is linked to depression and mental health and things like that. Me, how I always felt, I still don't feel like that gives you a reason. If you're drunk, like I always say, like, bro, go get an Uber. Let somebody else drive you home that isn't drunk. Like, don't try to think you're all tough and be drunk as hell and be driving home. That's not, you know, that's not safe. What I'm curious to see about this situation, what happens to that guy, because that he crashed into a house, ended up on the roof of that house. So what repercussions does he face for that, or does he just get off? Does it take somebody losing their life for him to get some type of punishment for that? You know what I'm saying? So that's the only thing I'm curious about. But wild situation all around. Eliminate your thoughts on that. I just thought that was pretty crazy one to share. And you know, as always, it's your boy.